Hey guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. So I just want to show you some latest features of Pixelcade version 7. This is actually a big release, biggest release we've ever done actually. And so you get all your normal features you've had before as you scroll through systems and games. Pixelcade's going to update. Notice on the side that we've added these LED strip effects. So that's also new. And then specifically for your LCD marquee, we've now got this nice app, so the app will recognize your marquee dynamically. And we've got all these new widgets for your LCD. So let's start with the sports scoreboard. Okay, so those are basketball scores. You can customize this. So let's say, I want to see what's going on with football, for example. You can pick, like if you're watching just one game, you can pick your favorite team, for example. So it'll show you, the game's already over, but it would show you during the game live updates. But then if you want to see the whole league, you can just delete that and do the same thing. So those are this weekend's football scores. So that's a scoreboard. We got stocks, and crypto. So like all the widgets, you can go in here and customize, pick your favorite stocks. Got weather. You go in there and pick your city or zip code, you'll get the weather. We got news. And so here's news. You can go in and customize your news feeds. So there's a bunch of different feeds you can choose from here. So let's just pick another one, for example. There's also a shuffle. That was a feature that people wanted. So if you have like, say, 5 different news feeds, it'll shuffle them. So you're not always seeing the same feed start the first time. I've got some clocks. So that's like a Tron inspired clock. But what's cool is we also have some other clocks. So if you go in like a word clock, for example, it's kind of neat. There's some other ones you can play with these. So here's just another theme. So just kind of play around with those. There's a 7-segment retro one. So some fun clocks there. The Spotify widget is pretty cool. So let's say I go to Spotify and I play a song. Then I go back here, click on Spotify now playing. It's going to show me that song in the album art. So that's kind of cool. If you have the LED system set up, by the way, it'll actually show some graphic equalizer effects for the song as well. We do the same thing if you're into last.fm or Plex. If you're a YouTuber, you can see your subscribers in real time. That's kind of neat. We've got a Google Calendar integration there. Google Tasks. There's Google Tasks. Oh, sorry, I was actually showing you the photos. So you can go here and select some photos from your Google photo album. Done. So it'll show those photos in a little slideshow like that. Netflix top 10. So the top 10 shows on Netflix right now. There's also world clock. So that's your world clock. Commute traffic. So for your common commute times, daily horoscope, okay, and Yahoo Fantasy. So if you're into fantasy football or other fantasy on Yahoo, this is pretty cool. So bunch of widgets there. Now what's really cool, I'm the most excited about this, is there's this new feature called Attract Mode. And with Attract Mode, you can basically queue up all those widgets that I just showed you like this. And you can drag and drop even from your app. So it's pretty user friendly. Just like that. And then you can control how long each one plays. And so you're basically designing your own slideshow, if you will. So you hit Attract Mode, and it's going to go through all the widgets that you've picked, including favorite marquees. If you've got some marquee art. So for example, I picked your Space Invaders. I want to show that for 3 seconds. I want to show the clock for 5 seconds and then move on to this marquee. So you can queue all that up and it'll just go. Eventually, when your arcade machine goes into screensaver mode, that is coming soon. right now you can manually trigger it. So there's also artwork updater for LCD. So it was a little, I would say a little challenging, wasn't super user friendly to update artwork in the past. So now that's much easier. You can upload artwork from your phone, you can do it from your desktop, very easy to do. So that's a new feature. There's also, let's see, the artwork uploader. Also some new features here in terms of connecting to Wi-Fi. That's a much better experience. USB. So if you run out of storage on your LCD, you can pop in a USB drive. You can actually format it directly from the app now. So that's a lot better than it was before. Let's see what else. Log. So if you ever need support, you can go here, get the log. You can just hit share. And okay, that one's not available. This is an older iOS, but if you have a newer iOS, that would actually pop that open. You could email it to someone, but you can for now just do cut and paste. Clear the log, whatever you want to do. So that's new on the log. Also added a bunch of new artwork. So some various folks in the community have contributed artwork. So there's a bunch of new artwork here that you'll get in the latest update as well. And I think that's the main features I wanted to show you guys. So again, just to recap, the big new feature for LCD is all these new widgets and the ability to combine them all together in Attract Mode. So as always, appreciate the support and thanks for watching.